Hello, hello. Just like Winnie the Pooh. Hello. Is there anyone there? It is Wacky Wednesday, y'all. It's Wacky Wednesday. Look at even how my cards are sitting here. Craziness. All right. I'm so happy to see you. Trying to get back to the card of the day there. Who's all here? Terry, T-Barb, Steven, Patricia, yeah. Square Peg. Cool beans. All right. Did I just say cool beans? I surely did. Susie Z's in the house. All right, you guys. I just put card of the day on the top and then Arwen the Gray. All right. I had to give him a shuffle anyway. Card of the day. Facebook and Instagram every single day, every morning. I'm there. It'd be great to meet you there. The way of positive change. Group, card of the day, 10 of Pentacles. So, many of you know, I'm having a part of a big birthday party for my granddaughter this weekend. And I do a little present for her, but I opened her mother opened a savings account. And I've been giving checks, since she was born. So this is about card of the day, 10 of Pentacles, making smart decisions. The elders, the middles, and littles are all pictured here. And the elders have made smart decisions that can be passed down through the family, generation after generation, even for generations that haven't been appeared yet. So whether this is investment in a forest near you, planting trees for some shade that you might never see, and that's one of my favorite things. And teaching your grandchildren or children or yourself to purchase a stock in a company that produces your favorite product, or something that you like, or something that you Google, or a company that produces mRNA vaccines, or that's helping fight disease for future generations. That's a good, safe investment as well. Just one share. And then, learn how to follow it if you don't know how, or and teach the little ones how to do it and help them feel important too, and make some moolah, right? Okay. All right. It's been crazy. Santos has been apprehended. I know. We're not supposed to be gleeful, okay? But I'm gleeful, okay? Because he needs to be caught. Now, if we can just get some of these other evil people, like this Judge Hoe for the money, who was sworn in by Clarence Thomas in the library of Harlan Crow. Oh boy, and it just keeps getting better. All right. So, I'm thinking that they're going to get caught. And what a great day yesterday, a great victory for E Jean Carroll. If you've been with me for a while, we've done readings on her. We've always received from our guides and angels guidance that she would not get everything that she hoped for. She would prevail. She would receive money, because we always got the Ace of Pentacles. But there was a little Three of Swords in there a couple times, and some, she did claim that he in fact did RA, her, and so they didn't convict for that, but they convicted for everything else, and that's the most important part. And she won, and apparently his appeal won't stick, so she won. And didn't she look great? Didn't she just look fab? My goodness, she's like almost 80 years old. Good Lord. He's like, to Roberta Kaplan, to the attorney, I hope you're not offended. You're not my type either. I'm just being honest. I hope you're not. I can't believe, I'm going to say it again, I can't believe she didn't burst out laughing like he's her pick. Like he's anybody's pick. He's not even Melania's pick. Like, ew. Why do these old men think that they are the cat's ass, man? Man. Oh my God. It just died. I died laughing. I was laughing so hard when he said that to her. just still choking me up. I hope you're not. I'm not interested in either. Okie dokie. Shoot. Like, what? Oh my God. All right. Anyway, I thought she looked spectacular. She's the bomb. So anyway, all right. Okay, investments, card of the day. I get to read for a couple people that are visiting from out of town that are subscribers. I'm going to have so much fun this afternoon. Okay, speaking of readings, I have readings available this coming week. I'm taking off Saturday for my granddaughter's birthday because it's going to be a pool party, and y'all don't want to see me with after that. We're going to party it up. Okay, so anyway, next week, thewayofpositivechange.com if you'd like to schedule a reading. All right, and I hope to meet you and read for you. Okay, it's so much fun. Oh, and there are a couple more people that are going to be visiting. If you're in the area and you want to meet me at my office building, or you want to do a Zoom, or meet up, just you can text me. You can email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail. thewayofpositivechange@gmail. All that information is on my videos and on the website, thewayofpositivechange.com. So let me know if you're here. All right. There's been an increase on break-ins and attacks of the utility companies and our resources. And I want to know, in certain states, I want to know if this is going to become more frequent. Now, we did get that there would be some, for entertainment purposes only, there would be some links to the Poodster with this. And I want to know, if utility attacks are going to become more frequent, if this is going to get worse, is there going to be a big one? What's happening? That's what I want to know. Our utility grids, our internet grids, our water plants, our electric, big people like Florida Power and Light. Don't get me started. Okay, here we go. They've heard the call. So some of these attacks have sent people scrambling. Like, we better shore this up. We better make sure that these places are gated, locked, guarded, and hear the call that security is needed. Thank you, Patricia Franzino, for typing out the questions. Don't we love Patricia? And Lucky Girl and T-Bar and Terry. All right. Okay, so they want to try to put a stop to it, but there's still some secret stuff going on here. We're not aware of it. They're not aware of it. Security is not aware of it. Oh, giving your kitty your medication. Okay, we hope Kitty's okay. Send some BPs for Lucky Girl's kitty. Okay, so this coin reminds me of the story of my dad getting upset at his dad and putting a coin inside a fuse box and blowing it up. Do any of you guys remember that you could do that kind of thing? So somebody's going to put a penny in. Okay, so there's a problem. There's an in here, and I don't like to see that. So the bad person has an in. And they come under false pretenses. So they're saying, they're just collecting sample information at the water plant, or they're coming and they're saying they're somebody that they aren't, and perhaps the other guards don't check it, or they just believe this dude and they just acquiesce and just let them walk right in, which is really unfortunate. So they get some false fake credentials or something. Okay. And this will put electric out or cause hardships for people. So I'm going to say yes. Families. It could affect the infrastructure that's been there for years and years and years. Could be a quite a well-developed, secure, seemingly secure area that's not usually affected by stuff like that. And then there's hardship. So that could be inclement weather. It could appear at a time whenever we lose utilities, it's really, really difficult. But when there's really hot weather or what have you, then it really adds a whole nother level of suffering to that. So unfortunately, that isn't good. So they're on their side. They're not on their toes here. They didn't get up early enough. They didn't eat their Wheaties. They didn't match their shoes. Check out your 7 of Wands card if you don't know what I'm talking about. Matching shoes, they don't match. So they're not on it. Doggone it. Okay. They feel calling, but they're not quite there. They got a sneaker. Got a sneaker in the midst. All right. Title 42 expires tomorrow. Mayorkas, Secretary of Defense or whatever. What is his title? Mayorkas was on saying that the border closes on the 11th, which is tomorrow. Are they able to successfully, will Mayorkas and Biden be able to successfully handle the immigration situation? Did you see Santos was a 13, got the lucky number 13? Federal counts. I'm sorry. Come on, it's comical, And he's low dangling fruit. Sorry. Sorry if you can't unsee that. But he's low, But we got to get him out of there. It's good. Maybe we can have a forced election and get somebody in there. Miracles happen every day. There's increased traffic, and they're not seen in the light. So, people are still trying. They're trying this. The challenge is to shine the light on them so that they're seen and they can be stopped or properly assisted for asylum or processed. Like when they went to, when they came in through New York, Ellis Island. Have you ever been in there? If you're an empath like me, I was hit. Whoa, that was crazy. That was crazy. I loved the energy because there was so much happiness there, except for like where they put the sick people. But I loved that energy. There's people trying. They're just going to use every excuse. And if they're afraid, they should. They're trying. They're still trying. Biden's trying to work something out. He's trying to make them a deal, giving them a court date, dates, times, help, working something out. This takes a while. It doesn't happen lickety-split. Maybe putting them in some areas where they have to rest and wait some time and get through the struggle. And then, of course he's able to do it. Of course he is. It's a difficult situation, but there are some good ideas here. And, Andre from Astrology Alert, I did a collaboration with he and Kim Carey. You can see it on his channel or Kim's. His astrology, Biden's astrology is good. He's going to come up with a plan. Him and Mayorkas, they're going to put their noggins together and they're going to have victory after strife. Okay? thinking about it. They're making plans. They're digging into all what can be done. They're trying to find out sources of where they're coming from and how to make places better there, or hedge. What am I trying to say? Solve issues at the beginning point, where it's happening. Thank you, Miss Rondaroo. All right. So that's a big yes. So they will be successful. All right. Because I have you here, and my readings are better with you here. Thank you, Miss Rondaroo. All right. I want to take a look. So they said that we're possibly in an El Nino year, and that is less active storms in the Atlantic. However, we did have Hurricane Charlie that wiped out Port Charlotte and Punta Gorda. I did a lot of damage here where I live. And then Michael up in the Panhandle, up where Johnie used to live. So that doesn't mean a whole bunch for us, does it? So we just want to see, we still have people getting the roofs. The school right next to me doesn't have, all 5 buildings are still all tarped. All right, let's see. It is the Southwest Gulf, Florida, Southwest Florida Gulf side. Because we had the Page of Swords, I just want to know, are we residents in this area, are we going to get hit again this year by a bad tropical storm or hurricane? Please, angels and guides. And we'll accept all the MBOs and BPs that you'll send for protection for our areas, please. We open our hearts to receive. Okay. What is that? The Fool card? We didn't shore up everything. Some people didn't take care of things. What does this mean? Foolish information that we're given about the El Nino. Oh, some people still don't have faith. Listen, I can't talk. I just can't talk about the federal government and FEMA. What a joke. Okay. Non-commitment to the area. Indecisiveness. I wonder if we could, no, I think PTSD would be more like the 9 of Swords. It's almost like a perfect little storm. And, some people have just left there. There's just some have left their beaches and islands, and they're not going to return. Even some of the restaurants. We have to watch Mother Nature. Something pops up. How can Sneaky Pete play a part? I don't understand this. We get away with it. We're going to feel like we get away with it. We escape it. We can't control it unless someone can control the weather. I have some friends that believe that. Oh, they really do. They really, really do. We get by the skin of our teeth. I'm going to say there's a close call with the storm. Now, I asked about tropical storms or hurricanes. I also get 2 cards of leaving or buddying up with someone. So some people might get their freaked. Okay. All right. Yes, to Satan and his wife have deep pockets. Okay. All right. So we got the 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups up at the top. Goodness gracious. All right. Susan B. wants to know on the community page. Thank you so much for taking the time for posting questions on the community page. It's very helpful. And I love you for that. All right. Susan B. wants to know how long the Writers Guild of America strike is going to go, and will they be successful at getting what they want? So I'm going to ask if the Writers Guild of America strike will end soon. Will there be an agreement, a meeting of the minds? Will they strike a deal? Will the strike end soon? Will it come to an end soon? Are they close? Are they close? Hi, Constance Campbell. Maybe Storm sneaks up on us. That could be, because Constance and Lori they're good tarot readers. They're on top of it. That could be Constance. But it better not be sneaking up on me, because I got a big old stick. I'm going to beat it. Okay. All right. Writers Guild of America. Will the strike be successfully over soon? Oh, Core Smith, that's nasty. There's a movement to cancel Netflix. Is they're the only ones not negotiating? Ooh, I hope that's not true. I mean, I'm sure you're correct, but I hope that's not true. Oh, you know what? Core, my internet card, right? 2 of 1s. We learned that in class. We have to update, we have to modernize our cards. And so when we are the 2 of 1s, we have the world in our hand. Well, how do we do that? We do that with our iPads and our phones, our tablets, our laptops. And so some of these streaming services are not on board, indeed. And the Writers Guild has to think bigger. This goes slowly. It advances slowly. They're standing up for themselves. They're fighting. They feel beleaguered. They're using patience and perseverance and strength. Okay, adversity after struggle, victory after struggle. Victory after adversity. Oh, they don't get everything they want. It goes on a little longer than they had hoped. Then somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody comes up with an idea. There's the blending. There's the making of the sausage, or the blending of the chemicals to make a compound. There's some barking and biting and howling at the moon. Oof. We're going to hear an announcement that they've come up with an idea, but not everyone's on board. There's a lot of gossip about this. When they do come to a deal, an agreement, it will come very quickly. There's going to be another vote, and something gets signed, and boy, this is difficult. All right, so I don't like all those swords there. Okay, so will the Writers Guild of America be successful at getting what they want? So we'll just follow up with the second question. Will they get what they want? Will they get what they want? Will the writers get what they want and what they deserve? Right? They're going to try to send them packing. They don't get everything. They do not get everything. This is sort of like they're resigned to getting something, but not everything. There's an offer from a major dude and a dudette. The duty people. There's a meeting of the minds in a very specific building, a calling to gather. The people that pay the checks don't want to see what they need to see. They don't want to admit that the writers need to eat and pay their rent, and their head is in the sand. They think they can get something for nothing. So, but I feel that when the writers really speak up and they point out what they're worth and how many pentacles have been coming in and how the crops and the farm and the shows make the money, that they'll get what they want and they're able to move forward. Oh, thank you, Barbara. That's very sweet. Very nice of you. Okay, so yes, they will. Okay, not everything, but they will. Very similar to E Jean's cards. Okay. Nancy asked, will Congress be successful at passing any gun reform laws soon? Restricting access by age or red flags, new laws. So now what Satan wants to do, not only, well, thank God, we have an armed guard at every elementary school, at every school. At every school, we have an armed policeman. But now they want to put in an armed guardian, sort of like an armed guardian. So I don't know. Good Lord have mercy. All right. Will Congress in the next year, let's just ask, in the next 12 months, will Congress be victorious, be successful at working with Biden to get some new gun laws safe, to save all of us, our children, our families, keep us safe? The bullies are hard at work. They're very busy bullying. Change is the only constant in life. However, the wheel of fortune is on its side, so we need to get it upright. That's our challenge. And if you want to make change when you're doing the Celtic cross to something that you see and you don't like this combo, like we don't like this combo, we have to accept this challenge. How do we make change? Congress has been victorious on passing laws in the past. This brings grave concern. This is the PTSD card. Okay, so Biden's Scorpio. Death card is the timing of October, November, so holiday time. God forbid that, there could be some bully stuff, things that happen that are just, for entertainment purposes only, and I just can't even go there. But I feel like a very difficult event brings about change, and I also think there's a dark-haired lady, maybe someone like Gretchen Whitmer that has dark hair that's in a powerful position that helps bring about. She's already made changes in her state. Michigan's got their act together, finally. Florida is the lower peninsula of Michigan. The lower. Okay. Mercy from the mothers. Mothers watching over children, guardians over children, the guardian angels. And Biden. I'm going to say yes. Is it everything that we want? No, it isn't. There's some resignation. There's a level of resignation. Like, okay, well, we'll take that and we'll cross this river. However, the cards around it, I believe Oof, I want to make sure he's okay. Signify change, and I think it's going to be working with moms. Mom always wins. Take it from me. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to say it's through the help of a very powerful, helpful, determined, intelligent, dark-haired woman. All right. She could be the type of dark hair that goes gray early, the very dark hair. Hey, Becca. How you doing? All right. All right. Annie H. Fani Willis, the DA for Georgia. Let's just take a look at her future as DA. Is she going to be able to successfully continue to get the indictments and bring about her cases? Fani Willis, is she going to sail through this summer and winter unobstructed to get those indictments announced? Fani Willis, future as DA of Georgia with her cases, lawsuits, indictments. Show us how she does. Fani Willis. She starts out with everything that she needs. Then someone tries to put a legal stop, a sword of justice on its side, a sword of injustice on its side. Someone's trying to put a stop to her. This brings upset and secrets. These have not been revealed to us, okay? Someone's trying to overpower her. Someone with a Neanderthal club, a knuckle-dragging Kemp. We're going to ask about him too. Boy, she has got to focus. She doesn't see something coming. She's got to focus. And she's got to make a commitment to push this through. So the more quickly she can put this together, her timing is off. She's thinking she has more time. She's looking like, well, there's a lead in this and there's a lead in this, and we need for her to consolidate, bring it together, make the choice, and bring it home. You know, bases are loaded. A lot of little league games here. Bases are loaded. Get a base hit. Put it in play. All right. And yes, we won, and we're going to the top playoff. Okay. Okay, so now there's oligarch money involved in this as well. So there's money flying all around the world to try to get somebody that's got the wherewithal and the cojones and the everything to get this man money, empowerment, and try to remove her, to get her out. They may try to put a limit, a time, cut the time in half. She's going to meet up with all kinds of ick stuff. Law. There's going to be loggles. What does that even mean? What kind of word salad is that? There's going to be all kinds of legal troubles, legal suits filed, maneuvers, questioning her tactics, rules. Oh my gosh. This doesn't look good at all. They're really going to go after her. Okay, let's see. Oh, hey, Kevin. We got to get our collaboration dialed in with Mel. Yeah, GOP. Mm-hmm. cover their asses. All right. Yeah, hit the thumbs up button, you guys. And I'm only 270 subscribers away from 10,000. Woohoo! Yeah. I love hitting goals. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Help me if you can. All right. All right. Will Fani Willis be successful? Will she get through these planned roadblocks? What flipped there? She knows they're coming after her. Queen of Cups was there. She knows. And she knows who it is, too. She can smell it. She can feel it. She's intuitive about it. She's got to make a pick. She has to concentrate and streamline. It's okay to pause, but you can't pause too long. When you're growing your crops, you've got to till and, hoe your row. And you can't just expect the plants to raise themselves. They have to be watered and fertilized. And she's just got to, put the pedal to the metal and bring this to a close. We got to take what we can get and bring them in, All right, so will Fani Willis, DA Georgia, will she be successful overall? Will she battle through these legal roadblocks and be successful with these cases? She's trying. Oh, she's meeting up with oppositions. There's so many people. It's drama and so many people working against her that have a lot of money. A lot of money. Established families, established lawyers, established people who talk through gritted teeth in Georgia, in Alabama. All right. Ooh. She's going to have to go over the top and try something new. She's just got to make this happen. It's a risk. She's got to take a chance. Success. It takes a while. She's just got to be slow and steady and just keep walking that horse through that mud. She just has to plow through, literally. Ugh. All right. I think they're even going to try to pay somebody in her own department with that fool card there. Okay. All right, let's turn the page here right quick. See how we're doing. We're doing fine. All right, so the new big dart on Harlan Crow is that ProPublica has revealed that there's another judge who sits on the 3-panel judge overseeing the FDA case with the drug Mifepristone, the ABORT drug, okay? So this guy's name is Justice James Hoe, all right? Because he's a hoe for the money. So when he was sworn in, don't ask me how this happened. Watch the Young Turks, because they just did a video on it. Harlan Crow actually sent his plane for James Hoe and picked him up and brought his hoey ass back to Crowland in the library. And guess who was there to swear him in? Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas to swear this dude in. You can't make this stuff up. So what happens with all of this? Will we get any justice with all of this injustice? Are there any? Will Clarence Thomas and Harlan Crow and this James Hoe go down? Come on. Will Harlan Crow, Clarence Thomas, and Judge James Hoe go down? What does their future look like? Someone needs to take this Harlan Crow out because the other two are infants. Harlan Crow is the bad guy, the ringleader. Harlan. The sword of justice is wobbling as the odds surround the handle. This isn't a good mix. This doesn't bode well. Other people are not happy with it. It's like oil and vinegar. So there's some people that will cover up for it and go along with it, and some people will say no. Now, there's going to be a fracture with some of the bromances here and some of their other friends. And then Lady Justice Sword is there too. Someone's already looking. Now, this doesn't happen quickly. This takes time. And we keep getting August and September, the time of Leo and Virgo, that listen, Orville Redenbacher doesn't make enough popcorn for us to have a big enough supply for what's going to hit the fan. So this is sort of like Harlan Crow managing Hoe and Thomas, right? The Hoes with the money. Big money backing the Leo, whatever his name is. The elites, the entitled, they don't want to do anything about it. This is going to take time. They have to get even more. It's so funny because that's the card that came up against Fani Willis. They have to get even more information. I don't like the hangman card there. Money is paying for this. Victory is on the bottom. All right. Will there be any lawmakers that will take out? Let's just look at Harlan Crow. What's the future hold for Harlan Crow? Is he going to go down? Is there going to be a decision to take him out or get his money out of play? I mean, they can't get him fired from his real estate job, but they can file charges or cut his funds. All right, there's a judgment. There's a call to raise up to try to get this guy out. The Leo dude, and the Leo dude. All right, they want him out. They want him gone. They're like, you take your wagon and get out of here. Face plant up at the top. Defending himself. He goes down in a face plant. He's going to be seen for who he is. People aren't going to like it. But he's wealthy and he likes the control. He wants to keep going on with it, but the leaks just keep coming. Thank God. We just have the informants here. It's not enough to take him out. Not yet. We might be getting closer. But he's got too many fronts in too many places. But there are a couple people that are working on this, and I feel that they will have some success. Who's this younger person here? Let's see. Let's use that as a segue into our next question, which was from T. Jones. She wants to know if the Crow brothers and the Epstein people, Ghislaine and the unalived Epstein, for entertainment purposes only, is that whole group surrounding those ringleaders, is that a whole group together, working together for traffic reasons? Are they making traffic laws that affect people? You know what I'm talking about, right? All right. Are the Crow brothers and the Epstein core group, are they all in cahoots with one another for making traffic laws? for entertainment purposes only. Are they working together? I also think that 6 of Cups that we got with the Harlan thing, I think there are people who've had dealings with him in the past that are working together to take him out. So I don't think it happens quickly, but I think it is going to happen. But it takes time. All right, so these people that are in the Crow group and the Epstein group have met at certain buildings or have frequented the same places, parties, celebrations, weddings, seafood festivals, what have you. Yep. Yes. Ace of Cups, Star, Power. Oh boy. Some of them wish they hadn't. People being restrained. The Epstein could be out of commission here, but do they have ties from the past? They do. They do. They implement ideas. They craft sales. They make deals. They wheel and deal. Yeah. So this is the salesman. The verbal magician, the Gemini. Bill Barr had Epps' journal. Bill Barr was the last person to see Epps. All right. Bill Barr is a Gemini. All right. That wasn't very good. Ick. Icky, ick, ick. Okay. Ick, ick, ick. All right. I wanted to ask one other question. We're still good on time. I wanted to ask about if E Jean Carroll is going to sue Trump again for more defamation because he can't keep his mouth shut. Where did that come from? All right, so I will only be back on Friday. My schedule got rearranged. My granddaughter's big party is this Saturday. I told you, so we're going to be having a giant pool party, and this is at her mom and dad's house where they, lost everything inside. So it's the whole house has been refurbished. It's a huge celebration / birthday. / pool party. So Friday, if there's a whole bunch of news and a whole bunch of stuff happens, I did mark off a little bit of time on Friday to come back to do a live. If not, I'll see you on Tuesday of next week. And my hair appointment yesterday got all turned around. So, but we're here today. And thank you for being here. So I want to know, Johnie did if you look in his video bank, it's not one of his live videos, it's one of the stills that he does, that he posts. We all watch Meidas Brothers, Meidas Touch, the mighty Meidas. And he did a video on them and he asked 2 questions. He did 2 readings on them. He also came up with the 8 of Swords and some other cards. I encourage you to watch that video. So Meidas Brothers sort of get stuck. They run into some problems. Now, and they've also been mentioned because Michael Cohen does his podcast with Ben Meiselas and Meidas Touch. And in the last lawsuit, Trump mentions Meidas Touch, although Cohen has just now watched the latest hot take from Popak. Cohen has launched another lawsuit to get dismissed, the Trump and the big $5 million lawsuit or whatever it is. Anyway, so Meidas Touch gets mentioned, footage that they did. things that they said gets mentioned in some of the lawsuits. So I just want to know the future of the Meidas Mighty, the Meidas Touch podcast and videos. Are they going to get through this successfully? Do they stop making videos for a little while because of some legal issues? Thank you, Becca. Online things again. My online card, the internet card, is on its side. It's because of their partnership, possibly with Cohen, because they're seeking to hush Cohen. Something said about money, something said about coinage. They know they have to be careful. Okay, there's a delay. They get stopped or delayed, or they can't do something the same way. So something changes. They have to surrender something. I wonder if they have to surrender time with, because I guess the friendship is pretty strong there. They can't honor commitments. They're not going to be able to do something the same way. There's money involved. There's a suit, some leakage. They come through okay, but they have to surrender either some time dedicated to a certain project, or with Cohen, something goes kaflooey and flips upside down. So, but they're okay, but maybe they can't do things with Cohen for a while until this is all, someone's by themselves here. So we go from together to by ourselves. So somebody gets cut or delayed from participating. All right, so hopefully that clears that up, and the mighty Meidas brothers will be okay. Okay, then we did Harlan. Okay, Tia wanted to know. Okay, a couple of quickies. Tia wanted to know, will other women, now that E Jean Carroll, congratulations, E Jean Carroll. You didn't get everything, but you're good. You won. You did good. And we saw that there would be 2 jurors that with the testimony that after they watched Trump's taped deposition, that they would change their mind. And they did. Yay! I was happy dancing all over the place. Okay. Tia wants to know, will other women file defamation lawsuits against 45 like E Jean Carroll did and be successful? Will we hear of some new cases come up because E Jean Carroll set a precedent with her case and cleared the landscape, paved the way? Will other women come forward and press charges too? Not quickly. And remember, New York made an addendum or enacted a clause that for the no time limit, that it could be, it didn't matter how much time had elapsed from the assault. One of the attorneys is speaking to someone. Okay, yep, there's talks. More talking, announcements. Moving forward in the chariot, breaking through barriers, willpower, knowing I can. Someone offering to help row the boat for the sad person moving forward. There she is. I'm going to say there's another one. Now I'm getting one person here. There could be more, but there is another female. Good question, Tia Pickerel. All right, thank you, Miss Tia. Yes, and she's the Queen of Wands. So she probably had brown hair. Any kind of, and she might have been a socialite, because Queen of Wands is social, and she's familiar because she has a black cat, right? And she can be a little, she could be a socialite. She's the only queen, you know, I'm not going to say it. She's the only queen sitting a certain way. That doesn't mean that Trump isn't guilty, okay? Okay. All right. Alta wants to know if Governor Brian Kemp is going to run for president in 2024 against Trump. Will Florida Governor Kemp, because he's termed out, DeSantis has been elected twice, Kemp's been elected twice. They're both evil. Okay. Will Kemp run for president? Thank you for the questions on the community page. It makes me feel real good when I see that you're interested in posting them and helping me. Opposition, lies, getting caught up in this voter thing. What's the Fani thing? Ooh, he doesn't have the money, he doesn't have the support. He's been involved in so many snafus with money and investments and this other man here that are all dirty dealing. Ooh, he is the magician. Watch for him. Is he Fani Willis's magician? Watch him. Keep an eye. Put a pin in that doll. Becca's rubbing off on me. Okay. Face plant. He gets caught doing something. All right. We got face plant for Jim Jordan. Face plant for Kemp. Oh, eclipse. He got both of the eclipse. Oh, he is such a liar. Pants on fire, Mr. Kemp. Opposition, strife, gossip, causing problems, making problems. Someone's trying to put him in there. He goes down, then he goes up. A good buddy of his is trying to talk him into it. Watch his, who's the person under the governor? Lieutenant governor. Watch the lieutenant governor too. These are sneaky crew of bad people trying to get there. Someone's going to sort of nominate him and help throw him into the ring after this other crap comes out. Plenty of time yet to get into that. They think he's a good bet. They think he can cause a problem and get in there. So keep your eyes on Kemp. All right. Did we do it? Oh. Will E Jean Carroll press more charges? She still has a suit that's open regarding the defamation. Will she press more charges? Because he just keeps talking. He just keeps saying she's a whack. I don't even know who she is. Like, I don't know. What is that? Talk to the hand. Okay. All right. I don't know who she is. Will E Jean Carroll press more charges against Trump? Oop. There's Deborah. E Jean Carroll. Press charges. Don't get your Fruit of the Looms all wadded up into a knot about the debt ceiling. Even the turtle said we're not going to default. Biden's not going to. There's all kinds of stuff Biden can pull. He can do the 14th Amendment. He can do all kinds of things. Don't worry. They're at least going to kick it down, kick the can. Something. Don't worry. Listen, E Jean Carroll is speaking to attorneys and She knows she already has the case open. He just keeps lighting a fuse. And there's gasoline in that tower. Oh boy, there's the attorney. Oh boy. Yes. There are going to be more charges because he is such an incompetent, petulant child, and he doesn't listen. Yes. One of the attorneys is just going to say, okay, all right, you want to keep coming? I got something for you. Bright, shiny piece of paper over here with your name on it. All right. Now, what do you and I need to know? All right. If there's a whole bunch of news, I'll be back on Friday. If not, I'll see you on Tuesday. What do you and I need to know? Want to book a reading for next week? thewayofpositivechange.com. I'd love to meet you and see you. Read for you. See what the rest of your 2023 has in store for you, besides buying popcorn like the rest of us in August. What do you and I need to know for the rest of this week and the weekend? There's more news coming out on Harlan Crow. There's more stuff coming out. What do you and I need to know? Reading for you and I. What's the message for us? Okay, so I just saw a piano. So music, and more music. So dance. If you can't walk 2 miles, dance. Go up 3 steps, go up 5 steps, go back 5 steps. Turn something on, just sort of, just get moving and get that music going. Music. Play the solfeggio frequencies in the background. If you're doing work, just go on YouTube and search for solfeggio frequencies, SOLFEGGIO, solfeggio frequencies for heart healing, forgiveness, for joy, or whatever you want to bring in your life, whatever you're manifesting, whatever you want to work. For confidence, for forgiveness, for self-love, it's in there. Whatever you want to put in there, search for solfeggio frequencies. Just play it in the background. And then play classic. Switch it up. And for God's sake, don't listen to old country hillbilly music that you got drunk and you're missing somebody at 1 a.m. Don't listen to that stuff. Not that kind of music. Hey, Rebecca. Okay. The justice card is on its side. So we may feel like we don't have all the ducks in a row, and we don't. But they're working on it. There's teams working on it. So let's just not pass judgment. Let's try to bring balance to our lives. Let's have fun. Let's be with our partners or find new partners or extend an offer to someone new. Ooh, there's love and energies coming and dun 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 dun. Okay, that's really good. Is that what happens when the prince or princess arrives? Okay, all right. Quit being stubborn. You guys always get this card. You always get it because you always say no. So go to the dog park. Bring your dog. Go to the dog park. Go meet other people, accept invitations. Invitations are extended. Say yes. Look, there's fun people here. There's fun times. Say yes. Sometimes, I call this the McDonald's card. You have to take my tarot class for me to explain it to you. It's going to start in July. How's that? Was that a good hook? Okay. But sometimes this is like your neighbor coming up and saying, hey, I have to go to McDonald's. I'm going to go get a shake for you want to come with me? Say yes, because somebody's also getting dragged to McDonald's. You don't know why. Just go, okay? Don't, you're asking the universe and you're asking the angels for something special, right? Or sign. And in your head, in your stubborn ways, you're thinking it's got to come in a blue box. And the angels want you to accept it in a red box. So understand that what you're asking for is going to come through, actions that you need to take and accept, and do things differently. Change your perception. Be willing to know that, thank God you don't control the whole universe, and it's not coming in your blue box, because they want you to have different experiences, and they want you to trust them, and they want you to try new things. They're whispering. They're sending you boats. Why aren't you getting on board? So say yes. I'm tired of getting this for you guys. Do something. Go to McDonald's. Paint the barn. That's the other meaning for this card. It's also my Papa John's pizza card. I can't get into all that right this second. All right, there are going to be some more government announcements. There's going to be some there's more information coming out. I don't think we're going to be real thrilled with some of the stunts that McCarthy and some of these other Trumpers are saying. Oh, and Tuberville saying, well, I'd vote for Trump twice now because I'm double an idiot. You know, I'm an idiot to the 10th power. Play outside, accept invitations, color outside the lines, break some of your rules. Dude, you're so stern. This is like in readings when this comes up. This can be a good mate, you know. So if you're wanting a mate, you better say yes to going to new places. But this guy is just, remember in the movie Pretty Woman, and Richard Gere didn't know how to take a break and take his shoes off and put his feet in the grass and cop a squat and eat a hot dog until Julia Roberts taught him how to do it. Remember, she had him take the day off and he put his feet in the grass. It's like the emperor has had his feet in these iron boots on cement. There's no living thing here. He's inside. He hasn't been outside to play with the empress in 1,000 years. And so we need to get outside, say yes, quit being judgmental, color outside the lines. There's gonna and that way you can have fun. They're saying you're stubborn, okay? And now I've said it every way to Sunday how I can say it. Watch the government. There's gonna be a bunch of stuff coming out. There could be some environmental stuff too. But so that's the reading. There's a whole world out there. The world is your oyster. And if you're not eating oysters or testing things out or coloring outside the line or taking chances and doing something different, then you get what you get. Okay. But I love you. Say yes. Okay. I love you guys. Thanks for stopping by. Yes, stubborn you. Stubborn. You guys get that card I don't know how many times a month. Okay. Much love to you. If there's a whole bunch of juicy stuff coming out, I'll see you Friday. If not, I'll see you Tuesday. And keep I'm working on the prayer list. There's more to put in the prayer box. If after the video is over, if you want to be added to the prayer box, just make a comment on the video, not in the live chat. Okay? Much love to you. Happy Mother's Day if I don't see you on Friday. Okay? All the mommies. Puppy mommies, kitty mommies, neighbor mommies. I was the neighborhood mommy too. Grandmommies.